Yo, how are ya? You guys. All right. So today's like a little bit. This video is a little bit different. It's just essentially like a shop update. I'm getting things prepped, and I kind of wanted to show. Yeah. Well, the video just started. So I just wanted to show a bunch of stuff. We have teapots, we have teapots, we have cups, we have blah blah blah, this and that. We're gonna test milliliter capacity, see if things pour well. Oh man, Raven, that's a schlep. I'm sorry. Here. How about now? Can you hear me better? Hopefully that makes life a little easier. So today, like I said, is just kind of like a shop update day, and I just want to show off what we have and all that. So we're gonna start with some of the stuff that's on the table here, and kind of go from there. And these little teapots that we're going to be showing closer ups with in a second. Let's just kind of try out the teapots to begin with. I think I have like 4 teapots really, or maybe 5. So we're gonna do these ones first. These are the ones with the filters built in. This is kind of like the first try of this style, so I don't really know like how well this is gonna go, but I might keep one of these, maybe this one, just kind of like as a tester. I'm kind of almost tempted not even to show these yet, because I kind of want to try them out, and I haven't had a chance to. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about that. Thank you. Okay, so let's start with this teapot. And we're gonna just test milliliter capacity and all that. And we're gonna name it. So essentially this is gonna be kind of a slow video. Because I need to write the listings and everything as well. This guy, he's pretty silly. I have a red one too that we're going to be putting up. I think I'm going to have the teapot. So this firing, a lot of the stuff is going to be a lot cheaper than normal, and then some of this stuff is going to be more expensive depending, just the double walled. This is the last firing of undulating pots that I'm going to have in quite some time. There's my... So I actually have a reduced price on a lot of the single walled work. You do? What stuff do you have in your bisque? Okay, so let's test this out. So theoretically, you'd be really using this with this fairness pitcher that has its built-in filter. This is a fairness pitcher and a teapot. That's the idea of these. They can be either or. So this is what I do every firing for every single pot. I get a really ugly looking measuring cup, and we test it out. Oh, look at that pour. Beautiful. That's a really nice pour, actually. Oh, okay. This teapot's sweet. It's a pretty small teapot though. We're looking at 75 milliliters. That is a that's a baby. That's a baby teapot. So this is $225 for this little guy. I throw that up there. That one's done. Teapot, blah 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 blah. Fixed shipping, blah 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 blah. No refunds, blah blah. You know, all that fun stuff. I to be honest, a lot of the times I really enjoy drinking out of that size of a teapot. Alright, let's try this one. Yo, Amani, it's good. So here's the fairness, here's the pitcher, the infusion basket for this guy. Infusing basket. So this is this was the first iteration of these teapots. So they slide, things move. I don't know how I necessarily feel about that. Okay, I was wondering. Okay, this holds exactly the same amount. This is a 75 milliliter. I never ground the. Oh my god. I never ground the inside of this, so this one's not even done. So if someone buys it, I need to finish that one up. Okay, those are solid items. Okay, let's see. Does this leak? No. We already know it holds 75 milliliters. How's it pour? Magically. So, I really like it. I'm a little apprehensive about actually listing them without trying them with tea in them, specifically because of how small the steeping basket is, and I want to make sure that they are like functional. I'm good, Amani. I'm tired. I don't want to be in here, to be honest, but I need to kind of do this before I go to bed. So. Okay. Let's try this one. Now, all right, Raven. Good luck. Oh my god. Sleep well. Hope you get lots of sleep. Yeah, awesome. I'm excited to see them. Sure has, Amani. So here's our pitcher. I wish I was having tea, John. No tea tonight. Okay, so this does seat actually really nicely if you find the right spot. This is a double-walled piece. I think this is the one I'm going to keep for myself, actually. So we're not going to list it. There's a little bit of a crack. So a little bit of a crack in that I could patch, but I do want one as a tester. This is double walled, even though you wouldn't know it. This is the bottom collapsed in on itself, so we fused it differently. The bottom doesn't actually have a double wall. It's actually connected to the main frame, but there is a slight layer between these two, so they shouldn't heat up theoretically. I think it's going to a little bit, so I'm going to keep this one for myself. But just out of curiosity, let's check out exactly, right? Oh man, Amani, that's rough. It's kind of a cool idea, right, Nick? So let's. This one holds probably like 75 milliliters. Let's see how it pours. That's a really nice pour. Holy moly! Look at that pour. Boy, oh boy. This one might get listed at some point. But I do want to like work with this one and see how it handles hot temperatures because it might not work well. But that is a really cool one. I have a feeling though you're gonna burn your fingers on it. Now, I don't mind using that for myself, but I have no idea, John. It's really nice though, probably like 70 or something. All right. How well can you actually see the color? If I do this, and then you guys can probably see the color a little bit better. So this is an orange one. The idea is to pour like this. Let's see how it pours before I even try to list it. This one's going to be probably 125 mils, maybe more, maybe 130, 140. That's a nice pour. This is a really nice pour. Okay, these pours are great. Commutable. Like if you bring it elsewhere. I don't know how many people travel with teapots. Is that what you're saying? Oh, comfortable. Yeah, I like it. It's a little, to be honest, it could be a little bit wider to fit in your fingers. It feels a little bit slippery, you know? It's a nice pour though. Oh, the filter basket's broken in here. Alright, well, we're not going to list that one. We'll take a look at it later. That was at 175. That's pretty good. Alright, let's test this one out. Is there anything wrong with it? Giant S crack. We're not going to list this one either. But let's see how it pours. Oh, look at that. This is a functional teapot right there. I'm going to do more of these lids. I think these are, I don't know, I think both of these are probably going to get into, it kind of just moves a little bit. It needs to be a little bit wider. The shrinkage rate is so aggressive that it's kind of hard to say. I think those are going to go, both of those might go into $50 mystery boxes. So let's not worry about those now. Now I have a fairness picture here that I think would be kind of nice. So let's just see the pour in there. The unlistable ones that I think are lovely still, either stay with me, or if we decide that they're nice enough as a community, like if you guys are here and you're like, do you still like it? Like, would you guys like to see this in a $50 mystery box? I think that'd be pretty cool, right? Like if someone paid $50 and this came out, sure, it has an S crack there. I can patch it with glue and no one would know the difference. But I think it's a beautiful, I'd be psyched if I spent $50 and got that. So, I don't know. Thanks, Kyle. Same with the other one. It's like, you're not even going to notice the filter thing. It's just like a minor defect. Oh, look at that fairness picture pour. Look at that cool little arc right there. It's a really nice pour. Thank you. Yeah, I'm psyched. Thanks, Jules. I really like this fairness picture. How much would you guys pay for a fairness picture? That's the question. I want this firing to be kind of affordable, but not necessarily my non-undulating pieces. Yo, good evening to yourself. How are you? I think I'm gonna list this guy at $60. I don't sell fairness pictures. I think that's a super reasonable amount. Yo, Tony, what's good? Yeah, I wasn't expecting here either. Yeah, Jules, I'm going low. I want stuff to move this firing. I'm gonna go 60. Um, all said and done, when you factor in shipping and tax and stuff, you're looking at 74. So, thanks, Tony. And I appreciate that. Again, I understand that, like, it's kind of a low number for what it is and all that. But again, this firing, I would like to have a very defined pricing of undulating and non-undulating. I'm going to be having a lot of cheaper, like all of my Udemy and stuff. This firing and this firing are going to be $50. All of these T-bowls and things like that, they're going to be, but the undulating ones are going to be $50. I'm probably going to increase a couple that I like a little more. Um, I think I might price things. Yeah, congrats, that's awesome. Yeah, let's do that. But some of the ones that I like a little bit selectively more are going to be a little more expensive. This is the style of work that I'm moving towards. So we're going to kind of move away from this kind of stuff and move to more simplistic forms. It's kind of nice, right? The pinkish hue. What do we say? $60? $60. Saves a draft. Alright. I have this fairness picture as well that I really like. Actually, so these two fairness pictures you saw, they had strainers and they were kind of failed strainers. I was not a huge fan of them. So, or one of them cracked. I don't know. There's just some issues. Let's see this pour. Wow! Look at this firing. I don't know what happened, but I was really dialed in on the pours. I just went a little too fast on the top there. I'm impatient. But all this will be up for sale on my website tomorrow at 10 my time, Eastern time. That one's looking at $225. Boy, oh boy. Thanks, Jules. So we have 2 series so far. The pink in that, $60, blah blah blah. 225. Blah 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 blah. I don't think yeah, oops. I didn't actually change the photo on that one. This was kind of, to begin with, a slightly smaller shop update because I shared the kiln with 4 other people. This was part of I had a bunch of people come fire with me for the New England Woodfire Conference this year. And because of that, I just don't have as much work for it. So again, this is a cup that I'm really psyched on. This style, and this one in particular, I think is absolutely stunning. Though I kind of like this idea of having things at $50. Thanks, Jules. Or should we go back to 54? We did 54 for a million years. Maybe we just do 54. What do you guys think? 50 or 54? I know it's not a big difference, but $4 per extra per cup does go a pretty long way. That's an extra $100 essentially. Maybe not that much. I can't. I'm tired. I'm jet lagged. I'm tired. But we thinking 54 or 50? $54 it is, Kyle. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kyle. I haven't done $50 cups for like since 2018. There was just something about the idea of this being like an end of a era that I just kind of wanted to like revert back to where I started price wise. But 54 just sounds nicer, and I don't think anybody's gonna be angry at spending an extra $4. So. Okay, this cup. I usually organize my stuff a little bit better, but I didn't this time. I've just been, like I said, I've been running around for the last 9 days. I was in LA and then I was in Seattle, and so I've just been kind of all over the place. What was it? That was 225. Killer. What a perfect amount. Should we change the fairness pictures to $64 as well? I kind of like the 4, you know? There's something nice about it. Later. Thanks for hanging. My bad, Tony. Yeah, alright, we're switching over to 64. Appreciate you, Kyle. There's something nice about, like, I don't like something about like a defined number is kind of gnarly to me. I just don't like it. Okay, 225. Little beauty, another little chinoed cup. These were all supposed to be yellow. Clearly the yellow didn't work. The yellow worked if I hadn't used the chino, but it's okay. It did some really cool carbon trapping because I did the yellow underneath. I'm gonna call that a Guinomi and do 44. It holds the exact same amount, pretty much. Okay, now I said at one point that I was going to do a defined thing for me that an Ochoko. Oh, that's super cool. I'd love a recipe for that at some point, but I've been trying some stuff similar to that, and it's just not working in my kiln. Okay, this is still Unomi. It's $54. I don't think anybody's gonna be angry at me. This is the cheapest shop update I'm ever having for single walled pots. We're gonna get to the pricey stuff in a little bit. Kyle, you have any pictures of it? Ah, shoot. I got excited. Tony, what's new with you? Anything exciting, thrilling, fantastic? Also, I am going to have my mystery shop update, but we're not doing that until mid-August. We're at 175 for this guy. Also, if you guys were wondering how I measure these, I don't measure to the top. I measure how someone would normally pour a cup of tea. So 3/4 of the way up is how I measure my stuff. I don't I've never explicitly said that, but I don't know many people using a Unomi who are filling it spot like directly top to the brim, and so I've never bothered clarifying. No one's been mad at me, and that's why I say holds roughly in the listing. And I know most people don't even read that part, so. Do you have anything that you're thinking about? Like, have you found one that you're into more than others? That's cool, Kyle. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Okay, we're gonna move into some double-walled pots. These are some of the porcelain ones. Or some, they're all porcelain. These are some of the yellow ones. Paw prints. What are we looking at milliliter capacity wise? Let's start with this guy. I know I just said that I filled 3/4 of the way up and then I did something different. Awesome. Thank you. So we're looking at 100 milliliters for that guy. For this guy. And I think I'm going to do 150 for most of these double-walled ones. So I sold a few of them already. I sold the best one. One of the women who was part of my group bought the best double-walled Unomi. Awesome, thank you. I'm psyched. I got a pedal one. I got a Pelican a couple years ago. Killer. Really, really cool. Highly, highly would recommend. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do 144 for these. And I accidentally forgot to take the double. I'm like deliriously tired, so forgot to take the double out of all of the listings. So I have to go back and I'm just gonna quickly do that before we get too far into this. Cool. Done. Really like that. The only thing I will say about the Pelican is if you have any issues with the pedals itself, you have to like essentially buy a whole new drive shaft. It's really messed up. They were gonna charge me $700 to essentially like fix one cable. They wouldn't sell me the cable. They were like, no, you have to buy an entire new drive shaft thing. It was kind of ridiculous. What do you guys think of that one? What do you honest opinion? What do you guys think? You like it? Okay, cool. Glad you guys both like it. Yeah, I'm selling it for 144 plus shipping. I'm gonna sell the ones that so the double walled pieces cups are gonna go on a bit of a scale, and so they're gonna be varied in price slightly. The ones we're working on right now, they're gonna be a little bit lower. Yeah, it gives me mixed feelings about the functionality of it. My concern with this piece is that it has grown on me, but when I first picked it up, I didn't like how it feels in my hand. That being said, I've been handling it more, and now I like it a lot. But I think if I did this again, and I probably will do this again, I'm actually going to make these holes smaller. I want these pieces to be wider, or maybe make a secondary piece in between the pieces that I have. I think that's going to make it really difficult to actually cut out, but I think functionally it'll be nicer to hold. That being said, the more I mess with this, the nicer it is to like find a spot that really sits. Some people have messaged me about like concerns with kind of a structural integrity to it, and it's like, it's porcelain, it's not going to break. So I think it'll be fine. Now, what do you guys think about this one? This is the next one up on the list. I'm assuming these all hold about 100 milliliters. Oh, this one holds more. We're at 125. I still think this is going to be a 44, 144. Anything I don't like about this? No, I mean, it's pretty cool. Is it my favorite? No. But it's pretty cool. There's no issues with it. So we're gonna set that 144. And it holds 125, so it's slightly higher milliliter capacity than the other two that we just showed. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, that one we just showed is not my favorite either. I posted it the other day and someone wanted to buy it, and I wasn't in town, so I didn't kind of jump on that. So I don't know if she'll buy it. She might. This one is one of my personal favorites. I don't think anybody cares about it, but I can't remember who came up with the idea for this, but it was gonna have these little feet walking around the whole thing. There's only feet on those two spots, two little bare paws. I really like this one. It's a little heavy, but this might be one of my favorites. So I'm gonna list this one at 154 instead of 144. Just an extra $10. No one's gonna buy it. Awesome. Okay, good to know. Oh, and it holds more too. All right, opinions. I want opinions on all these double walled ones. If you like ones more than others, why not? Things like that. And I'm not talking necessarily about glaze. We're more talking about just pattern once it's fired. But this one's gonna be 154. One of my favorites from the double walled pieces. I think we're moving into stoneware in a second, and all 6 of these stoneware pieces I'm blown away by. Like, I really, really, really like. They're all going to be on the more expensive side. I am gonna, and I've said this to you guys already, but I am gonna move towards stoneware again. I'm gonna slowly move away from porcelain. And I'm moving away from undulating forms. I'm just bored. I want change and newness in my life. And if you were in here, cool. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. And if you guys didn't see my video from my live from earlier, I'm also going to start a second shop where we make more the term that I'm looking for. Wow. I'll think of the word that I'm trying to. Total polar bear vibes. Thanks, E. I can't think of what the word I'm thinking of, so let's just get right into these. I love these. I mean, like, I'm truly, these, I haven't been so excited for some pots in a really long time. All 6 of these, I think were my best pieces from this firing by like a long shot. I'm like, they're different. I fired them all upside down. They were stoneware. There was no washing to be done. I just had to do a light sanding on them. I mean, I check these out. I mean, come on. Look how cool that is. So they were fired upside down on a single piece, so you have a little bit of flashing mark on the inside, but nothing like crazy. They're all like that. Some of them are very heavy, some of them are very light. This one feels so light. This, when I say very heavy, I mean like it has heft to it. This is the only one. This is when I say I'm not going to do undulation anymore. I might still do stuff like this, but I'm just not going to do the undulation that I'm, normally doing. I'm kind of bored of that. These all have 2 different flashing slips on them. You wouldn't know which one is which. I can't tell which is which. But man, I love these. I'm like, best cups I've made in a long time. Like truly. I hope these sell out because I want to, this is what I want to do from now on. Right, Tony? Yeah, that's awesome, E. You find anything you like? Alright, more than something else? Alright, let's start with this guy. Oh, I just love the weight, everything about these. These are just, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. They will be oh, no, not slightly hard to tell at all. Now, one of these has a fish in it, but I don't know which one, so we'll get there, we'll figure it out. So I want to price these at 164, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do 154. So they're going to be priced at the same one as the bear paw. Yeah, I didn't know about that word until I started making holes in pots. It looks like they have a nice milliliter capacity too. It looks like we're at 125, which is like, honestly, for a single cup, for a single Gong Fu session, that's like my ideal. 125 cup. I'm so happy with these. I know I've said this a million times, but I just, yeah. Now, what I will say is that they are more fragile. Stoneware is more fragile than porcelain. So I'm just saying that right now. That's the only downside to switching back to stoneware. They just, structurally is just, doesn't hold up. You're much more likely to, a cup's much more likely to survive a fall if it's porcelain than if it's stoneware. Okay, that was number 1. Oh man, is that the same cup? Oh. Wait, is this the one I was... Oh yeah, so I wiped in a bunch of silica sand and it did some crazy pitting on some of the areas. Like, I don't know how well you can see this, but the photo comes out really great. Ah. Boy, I'm happy. Okay, this one feels like it's going to hold a little bit more. Nope, holds exactly the same amount. Hi, little dog. I know you're tired. It's almost midnight. Why are we in the studio? I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sweetie. We'll be done soon. What's up, Blue? How are you? What do you mean? How so? Because I'm on? Because I would understand that completely. Yeah. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here at all. But I need to get this shop update. Thanks for the heart. I need to get the shop update posted, and I haven't had the energy. I was in the studio all day working on Orchid Pot commission, and I just didn't have it in me. I had so much more I was doing. God, I love these. Are you really? Good on you. I like this part's fine. I kind of like it because I can actually see if things are broken or not. You know, we got rid of a couple teapots already. You know, it's good to figure that stuff out. So I'm psyched that these all hold about around 125. These are like all the perfect size cups. I'm psyched. Copy. The next one looks to be this one. Yes. Where's the one with the fish? The fish did not show out well. I feel ya. When's your shop update? Thanks, Duh. Thanks, Blue. These are my favorite cups. I mean, we're gonna look at a bunch of other stuff as well, but it's all good, Amani. How you doing? Is this the same? No. Totally fair. Yeah, well, I was gone for a while, and then I was working. I was doing this whole Woodfire Council thing, so I haven't been around for a bit. Nice. What day do you usually have a shop update? Do you have a defined date? I'm trying out Mondays. Very curious to see how it goes. Was this even the cup? I wasn't really paying attention. Yes, this is the cup. Oh, what's their name, Amani? There. Olive is so mad at me right now. But she won't leave me because I've been gone for, you know, like a week and a half, and so she's like refuses to leave my side, even though her much more comfortable bed is like 20 feet away. Later, Blue. Good luck with everything. Oh, cute. Like, do you pronounce his name like the mustard? Okay, this must be the one with the fish. I guess not. We must have passed the one that already had the fish. We just hadn't seen it. Can you write out how you pronounce it? I'm curious now. Okay. Hi, little dog. We're getting there. We're so close, my little love. We got one more row of cups, tea pets, mini vases, Dijon. Okay. The H, a silent H. Cool. Very cool name. That's awesome. And I'm sorry, did you say you've been on dates with him before, or this is like you haven't, this is gonna be a first date? This one has schmutz stuck in it. I'm gonna put that off to the side. First, cool. What are you guys doing? Okay. I sold all the. Is that a yellow cup or is this a? Yes, I sold that already. And I think that one is this one. Yes. And I can sell this one. I just need to grind stuff. Do you have an ideal first date in mind? Okay, this is where this is going to start getting tricky. Because the lighting is not great. Okay, I think this is the one that I'm looking at. Just gonna double check though. Yeah, definitely is. So I don't think I have any other. Is this pink? I guess it is pink. Wait, they're all pink then. Oh, it could be this one. No, it's definitely not that one. It's definitely not that one. No. Nice. Okay. This looks to be the case. Do you have a specific food that you prefer over others, Amani? Okay, we're looking at grand total of 200 milliliters. Wow, 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 wow. Awesome. Yeah, thanks. We're gonna get to mini teapots pretty soon. Saves a draft. Okay. I need a name. Anybody want to come up with a series, like a name for these particular ones? The blue ones? No, you're good. Blue ocean. My brain is fried. It's so late. Something to do with blue. Indigo. What color is indigo? Isn't it? Is indigo more of a purple? Yeah, that's not indigo. You know what's crazy? This is supposed to be gray, and it came out blue. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Arctic blue. I kind of don't want to have, can I just say, what about Arctic in general? Just art. Let's go, okay, so how about Arctic? Boom. Simple, to the point. I like that one. Okay, you rock. That's a perfect name. I've already done glacial and things like that, so yeah, that's killer. Right. That's a great name. Alright, which blue cup is this though? Oh god. It's crazy that because of how I have the lights set up, it's sometimes hard to see because the glare that shines off makes it look like something's there when it's not. I assume this holds the same amount. Fair. Alright, that's more than the last one, so we're probably at 220. I'm just gonna put down 225. I don't need to do that. No, Amani, I'm dying. I'm feeling horrible right now. I want to go to bed. I need to make enough money that I don't have to do this for myself anymore. I can hire someone else to do this for me. Okay, it appears to be this one. I'm just, you know, I got in the evening last night. I'm jet lagged. It was probably silly of me to decide to do a shop update today or tomorrow, but that's okay. Alright, we're at 200 milliliters on this one. This is a really pretty one. Got some beautiful greens on the inside. I'm psyched. The cool thing is, so do you see how there's a V here? There was no Shino on the top of that one. So that's the underglaze. Just showing through, which is kind of cool. This music's Thanks, Amani. Save draft. Okay, next. We're pretty close to being done. I actually don't have many cups for this fire. The cups on the table here, that's it. There are no more cups. We have a couple tea pets and some mini vases, but that's it. There's no more cups. Why is this so hard to tell? This firing. Dot, 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 dot. Drip. Okay. This is the new pink. It's much more subtle than last firing's pink. The last firing was very like vibrant pink. This is a very soft pink, which I like. It's nice. Do I think it is as nice as the last pink? No. But I think it's different, and I think that they both have their own merit. Okay, this one's easy to find, to figure out. This one carbon trapped like crazy. It has like this cool like bloody stain on the top. That's sweet. It has some crawling on the inside, just a little bit. My favorites are these, all 6 of them. And then my favorite porcelain piece already sold. Right out of the kiln, it sold to one of the people who were part of the wood firing council with me. Check out this one. Super psyched on this one. I think this is going to hold slightly less, and it has a little bit of crawling, so I will mention that in the listing. And then I really like these little mini teapots that we made. These ones, so when I said I'm switching over to stoneware, these little mini teapots will stay porcelain, and they're staying porcelain because they are so much stronger than stoneware. They're cool. I'm really psyched on them, Amani. They they are expensive. The single wall pieces this firing are going to be a lot cheaper than my normal stuff. They're actually $20. These cups are all $20 cheaper than normal. So if anybody's interested in a single walled cup for me, this is the firing. Yeah, this is definitely the cheapest. I will have the mystery boxes in about a month and a week from now. Okay, next. Ooh, this I have 2 of these. These are killer. They were supposed to be yellow. Came out white. Which is totally fine. This seems to be the one. I think these would do really well with tea. You're really seeing the color of your tea on these, which is nice. Thanks, Amani. getting there. Getting close. Move this over here. I appreciate it. I need a little bit of motivation right now. I'm fading hard. Again, what's crazy about this is this was supposed to be gray, and it's not. Thank you, Amani. All right. Arctic. That's such a sweet name. I don't think I've ever done an Arctic pot before. Wow, check this one out. Is that actually how it looks? Or did my photograph just totally make it look way... No, it's awesome. Okay. This one's killer. This is the one. Thank you, Amani. You're getting a pink cup. This is the one you want. 100%. This one is stunning. Stunning. I'm using this light pink again specifically because of how beautiful this particular cup is. This is the one to buy if you're buying one tomorrow. That's pink. Also, check it out. This is the last Firings pink. It's almost red, and then this is this Firings pink. Look at the difference there. Isn't that crazy? I want to use both again, but this is the darker pink underglaze. By the way, that particular big teapot's going into a mystery box in August, I believe. Unless I put in an orange one, I'm not entirely sure. This is the one though. 100%. You can reserve it right now. I'll make a listing for anybody who wants it right this second. For any of these, in fact. If you want any of the ones that we're posting right now, just tell me, and I will literally send you a listing as soon as it's done, like right this second. You get a little extra. That's the fun extra from being someone who's watching. Oh, this is a nice one too. I'm curious how long. So I think I had 12 mini teapot pendants, and I've sold 8 of them so far. So we have 4 left that we'll be posting up here pretty soon. Did I change the name? Yes, good. Okay, this is I don't think I'm gonna sell this one. I'm gonna show it to you, but I'm not gonna sell it. I love it. I'm not gonna sell it. Amanda, if you see, we're gonna get to the minis pretty soon. If you see one that you like more than others, let me know and I'll send you a listing. And we have one more cup. This is the last cup. I just want to check it. think this is going to hold more than, I think this is going to be a 225er. Yeah. Thanks, Amanda. I appreciate that. This is the nicest blue one, for sure. I don't know if I showed the inside. I'm sure you are, Amani. It seems like you've been working a ton. All right. I think we're done measuring liquid now. I can put this away. And now we just got to use our our ruler to do the rest. So we have teapots, mini vases, and mini teapots to post, and then we're done. So let's start with our mini teapots. Oh my god, this picture's blurry? No, you're shitting me. Fuck. Is that really blurry? I'm gonna post. Oh, I retook photos. Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, hold up. I think I retook some photos because I noticed that they were blurry. I did. Ah, I was almost about to be so bummed with myself. I think this is probably the best mini teapot of the lot that I have left, Amanda. But obviously, look through them. So this is the first one. It's also the largest one I have left. Some of them have a base, some of them do not. This has a cute little handle on it. Really love this one. So for these, instead of writing holds roughly or whatever, we're gonna write their dimensions. So we're looking at 1.5 by 1.25 by 1.25, I assume. Yeah. So like I said, I'm not going to switch from doing porcelain. So I'll leave these all out front so we can just kind of look at them as we go. Next is another white one with a wider handle and also has its base intact. And this one is actually taller than the other one. This is 1 3/4. Did I have to rephotograph this one? Yes, I did. Alright, 1.75 by... I'm gonna make those next time. I don't know if you remember, I did make 2 mini mugs that sold immediately. And I didn't think about it this time. This one's slightly taller but wider, so it's kind of a skinny guy comparatively. But I definitely want to make a bunch of mugs, mini mugs as well next time. Okay, next, it's probably my least favorite of the bunch, but kind of a fun one regardless. Kind of a side handle guy. Later Imani has a bit of a divot. It has no base, has no insides, so you can kind of see what's happening in there. But it's cute. No, it's cute. Oh, it's chipped. I think I can patch that, but I'm not going to post this one yet until I can patch that one up. So we're going to skip that, and we're going to show our last one available. I can fix that with some grinding paper and stuff. But so this is our last mini teapot available. It has this bottom, and it is a pinky orange. I think I may have hit this with a little bit of orange. That's not it. That's out of focus. Ugh. I'm really happy that I realized that these were out of focus, so I went back. Pink, correct. Is this it for you, Amanda? That one's pretty sweet. It's the last pink one I have. See what its dimensions are. Awesome. Will you send me a message on Instagram real quick, and I'll send you the listing as soon as I make it. So we're at 1.5 by 1 by 1 probably. Yeah. So same dimensions as that white one right there. Thank you, Amanda. You're awesome. Forgot to change the shipping. Cool. I'll quickly change the shipping on the other two before I forget. It does not have to be $14 to ship one of these. That's very incorrect on these ones. Granted, I always refund massive overages. Thank you, Amanda. So what do you normally make? I just did something really stupid. No. I just activated all the teapots instead of just the 2 that I wanted. So man, I'm gonna quickly take my thing off vacation mode. How do I do this right now? I'm so excited to go to bed. It's annoying. It's okay, just sent. Sorry, distracted. Thanks, Ozo. I'm about to change it up. This is going to be my new style from now on. So, Amanda, if you were going for a blue cup, I would either, if you, depending on how much you want to spend, I'd either go for this guy or this double-walled Ochoko. But if you want a more functional cup, this out of the three is my favorite blue one. I would definitely do this one if you were going for one. Plus, this is the last firing with undulation, so I think this is kind of it for me when it comes to that. So I would probably, that's the one I would recommend if you wanted a blue one. Yeah, I'm over it. We're gonna move into this style cup. Simple, chill. Sorry, Zozo, I got distracted again. I don't, if you focus in, it seems like there's a couple different means of going towards pottery, and I clearly went towards the teapot route, or tea route specifically, and stayed away from just general dinnerware. Thanks, Amanda, and obviously I'll refund any shipping if you decide to get, like, you know, a massive overuse if you decide to get another one, because it's gonna, if you buy them at two different times, they will 100% be different. The shipping's gonna be too much, so yeah. Yeah, I'm jet lagged. I flew back from the West Coast last night, so I'm dying a slow death right now. It's 12:20 a.m. Well, we're almost done though. But I would find something that you were really passionate about, like if it's tea, if it's sake, if it's like dining, like dinner plates, and focus on those specifics, and then see what you can do with those instead of having more of a general, just making general pottery related things like mugs and bowls and whatever. Instead of like just doing that, focus in on something more specific in that genre, and in doing so, most likely you'll find a voice, or at least it'll be easier to find said voice. But cool. All right, that mini teapot's gone. So these are my two last mini teapots I have available. I'm probably not going to list this one. I kind of was on the fence with it already, and so I think I might just keep this one for myself. I don't currently have one that isn't broken, that didn't fall over, so it'd be nice to have maybe a couple of them dangling together. I don't know, jingling about. I really like when these tap together, because they make a really nice sound. So maybe I'll put two on the same chain. Yeah, of course, Zozo. My pleasure. Also, something that's really helpful and really great to do is taking workshops with people that you really admire, and just being around other people and around people that you do admire really draws out some creativity, even if that creativity is coming from a direct one-to-one kind of copy. It's easy, it's great to copy people's work and then use that as a stepping point to find your own voice, for the lack of a better whatever. Christina, what's new? What's happening in the last 20 minutes since I saw you last, heard from you last? Okay, the next thing we are going to do are the tea pets, because they're cute, and then we're going to end with the vases. And I need names for all of these tea pets. So, totally. I appreciate it, Amanda. Thanks again. Alright, so this is the first tea pet we're working on. It's a frog. I accidentally broke off one of his comb packs when I was loading the kiln. So he's now a 8, 9, 10 comb pack. But he is a cute little frog with a Shino called Judy's Gold Shino on it. Super cutie, mega cutie, little tea pet. And I would love some name suggestions if anybody has them. He's our first cutie going up. And I'm gonna sell these tea pets for, I think, $54. That's awesome. I'm so happy that you're having fun, Christina. You deserve all of it. So we're looking at about 1 inch by 2 1/4 by 1 1/2. Yes. The jet lag is kicking my butt. Also, speaking of butts, every single one of my tea pets has a butthole. In case you guys were concerned that I did not put buttholes on my tea pets, I of course put buttholes on my tea pets. What's a tea pet without a butthole? I want to be in bed so bad, Christina, but I just know I need to get this done. So we have Kermit. Do we have any like dumber names than Kermit? For example, this one's name is Glorp. Glorp the tea pet. Now, I'm not saying they have to be that whatever, but do we have any, like, I don't know, any other contenders? Or even just like something, Shermit? Shermit's pretty solid. Then we get Kermit Shermit. Claudio. Okay, Claudio seems more like this guy. This is my little fox tea pet. That seems like a Claudio to me. Oh yeah, of course they have buttholes. Sadly, my fox got its butthole covered up by one of the comb packs. But there is a butthole there, I swear. I put one in, don't you worry. Alright. Yeah, definitely more Claudio. Okay. He's done. Let's do Claudio next. So we're looking at about 1.25 inches by 4 by 1 3/4. And all my T-pets are going to be $50 with shipping and all that. Alright, we're going to do Glorp next. I don't know what Glorp is. Some kind of sea creature of some sort. Oh man, Glorp's butthole got covered up too. I need to put their buttholes like offset so the cone pack doesn't melt into them. Very upsetting. Correct. Everything, I photographed everything before I left for the West Coast, and now I'm just putting everything up online. I like I said, I got back yesterday. And so I just haven't had time. He kind of does look like a fused vertebrae. I'm naming him Glorp the Glorp. Alright, we're looking at 1.5 by 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. Did I say 2 1/4? Yeah. Okay, so I put a lot of T-pets in. So we have a deranged demonic cat that is cone 8, 9, 10, 11. Again, its butthole got covered up. I'm very upset by that. We have another frog whose butthole is remained open. If anybody was, cared. I really love this one. This is a 8, 9, 10, 11. We have a cow. Big crack down its side. And we have a crab with a pointy nose. And again, any name suggestions? This is a Fred though. I don't care what name you guys say. This is Fred. Fred the crab. And that's a cone 6 pack. Thanks, Money. All right, we're looking at height-wise. Oh, God, I'm losing it. I'm so happy we're almost done. I honestly can't keep doing this much longer. Yo, what's up, C? Any other names that we're feeling? So we have the cow, we have one more frog, and we have a demonic cat. I want to do the cow next. Oh, just being sleep deprived and jet lagged. See, how you doing? daffodil. That cow looks like a daffodil to me. I have no idea how to spell daffodil though. Oh yes I did. It's exactly how it sounds. I've just never spelled it before. Alright. Honestly, I think I need to go. I think I need to just do the rest of the. I only have a few more things, but I'm crashing, so I think I need to head out. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe. That's you, Luna. Amazing. Thanks, Tony. So I was in LA for my cousin's wedding, which was really lovely, and then I went up and to Seattle and up to Orcas and all that, which was really great. But we'll talk about that more tomorrow or whenever I see you guys next. We have a big trimming day ahead of us, so. But I need to go, so we'll talk later. Thanks for hanging with me. Appreciate you guys.